right, we are continuing our back-to-school theme, and today we're going to talk about something very serious, sexting. And a lot of parents may not think that their kids are doing something like this, whether it's just text, sexual explicit texts or photos, but high school, college, we have age, we have an expert.
It's happening out there, and you know, a study out from the University of Rhode Island says almost 4 in 5 college students have received a sext, and 2/3 have sent them. So there you go.
And the thing is, did they receive them or send them before they had gone off to college? We have Mindy, excuse me, that's your cousin, right? Or not? We have Lynn Shine. She has joined us before. She is our mental health counselor, and we're talking about what age kids to begin with.
To be honest with you, and this is the most frightening part, is people are participating in sexting all the way from middle schoolers, and I know you'll cringe, all the way through adult
Text
age.
Or text and photos?
Both.
Why do they even have phones at that young of an age to begin with? Or
we rationalize that we feel safer with our kids having phones, and they're using it. We're not monitoring what they're doing with their phones.
Yeah.
Why are they sending these? Why do they feel compelled to send, a middle schooler especially, pictures of themselves?
Low self-esteem, and that's a way of connecting with somebody. They think it's passionate, they think it's exciting. Some people, a lot of peer pressure, just like with anything else, there's a lot of peer pressure. They're being coerced. It's mostly women, you know, the girls sending them much more so than the boys sending them.
All right, well, we've established that it's happening, and it's happening more than you would think. So what do you do to prevent this if you're a parent, if you notice, you know, if you're listening to this right now, how are you going to prevent your kids from doing it?
First of all, just like with anything else, you really need to talk to your kids, let them know that it's happening out there, and monitor. A lot of parents talk about needing to respect their privacy, and I don't believe in that at all. I don't think you need to respect their privacy. I think at nighttime you should have their phones plugged into the outlets in your room instead of in their own room, because that's when they're doing it, is when at nighttime. I don't believe in sleepovers in high school age. Middle school, great. We're encouraging, or elementary school, we're encouraging socialization. In high school, no, because a lot of the time that's when the peer pressure is happening in sleepovers. During the nighttime, plug in their, like I said, don't have their phones in their room, don't have computers in their room, because they're doing it over the internet. So we need to talk to them. We need a whole lot of open conversation and talk about the consequences.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you think scaring them is a way to kind of curb it?
Well, it's a reality. I mean, it's not just frightening them, it's illegal. I mean, if they send themselves to somebody and it stays to somebody, that's certainly not illegal. The ramifications are huge, and how upsetting to them, because normally it's not going to stay with one person. They believe they may have a relationship, because normally it starts with someone they're having a relationship with. But the chance at that age of staying in a relationship with someone is so low, and they're going to spread it. And so when that person's sending it, they need to picture their mother seeing it, their father seeing it, a coach seeing it, future employer seeing it, their schools in the future seeing it, because it ends up on Facebook and ends up on Twitter. So it's very frightening for them, and they need to know what's going on.
Do you remember that commercial about Facebook and social media where the girl is walking through and everybody, strangers, everybody recognized her? Is that what they should think about with sexting?
Exactly right. That's exactly right. And, you know, parents are, we need to realize that we're encouraging illegal behavior a whole lot of the time, because there's an interesting study that talks about if your child is drinking, underage drinking, and there's a huge connection to that and those kids that are sexting. So we're encouraging things without even realizing it, because a whole lot of the high school students are drinking right in front of their parents at parties and different things, and we're saying, well, kids drink, it's okay in front of us. No, it's not. It's illegal. So we need to really be able to say, this is not okay. And we're being our children's friends, and we've said for years, stop being your child's friend and start being their parents.
Yeah, and if they have a phone, you better be responsible about it.
That's exactly right.
Lynn Shine, our mental health expert, thanks so much for joining us. Important information today.
Thank you.
Thank you.